It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ball, on the ball.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is Stafford. It's hauled in by Ellington. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Stafford on first down. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Luke Wilson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And his first pass is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
53.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, for the Detroit Lions, really not the turnaround that many had hoped for in Matt Patricia's first season. Charles, you think back to the last 2 years of Jim Caldwell's tenure, they went 9-7, and it's going to be a losing season in 2018.
Yeah, and during Jim Caldwell's time, they went to the playoffs a couple of times as well. So you're exactly right. This is a turnaround that people did not expect to see, and the lineup has actually been beefed up a little bit. Frank Ragnow at offensive line, and then you look back and Kerryon Johnson at running back, and I believe they found a keeper in Kerryon Johnson. This is a team that should be better in 2019, but this was definitely a disappointment in 2018.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Blunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Blunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Let's go now, let's go. Hey, tag 50 left.
Here's Riddick, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. His throw incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34. On 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Reddick from 17 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Prater on to add the extra point. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver getting the football back here, and this is a Broncos team, Charles, that is on the cusp of back-to-back losing seasons for the first time since 1971-72. That's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe because when you think about this league, you think about consistent play. Denver is one of those programs. That's what you get. But they do have a ton of rookies making a big impact, so the future should be pretty bright. Bradley Chubb, you expected that out of him. Deshaun Hamilton, Cortland Sutton on offense. But how about Phillip Lindsay? Undrafted, but now everyone would love to have him in their offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Damn.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
We're good. Hey, orange.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grover Quinn. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed.
Pretty good company. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Caught. It's Ellington. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Reddick with a carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now a carry for Blount. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 10 yards.
He is a huge man.
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on.
Back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LeGarrette Blount as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A final shot before the break. Keenum going up top. And this one is incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Keenum. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down. Mary left. Max 40.
Keenum now on 1st down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Down. On 53. Get that quarterback. Hey, 52. 6 guys. On.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Keenum now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Very left, very left. Hey, Mike's right. Hands down. 22. 22. Hey, takes 53, 55. Hey, down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Roger. 22.
On first down, it's Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roger.
Now a first down throw. Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Keenum going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Second and 10. Keenum here again. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. On play action, now Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack them.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long. It's Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
4th down, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack in the turnover here on downs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
22. Roger. Let's go, Roger.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone, it's Keenum. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gun.
2nd down, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. To throw is Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Single slot. You go 46. You go 46.
Prescott yet again. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee.
He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Keenum on 1st down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Keenum now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back now in Arlington. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Take 52. Take 2. Take 52. Here we go. Come on.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Keenum now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
47.
They go to Elliott again. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The give is to Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage, back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Get out. Get out. Here we go.
A give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.